Hello, friends. Now we are going to talk about some capital goods stocks. ABB, Siemens, and BHEL. This stock has a great rally in last 1 year. More than 70% return this stocks has given. Even last 3 years, more than 40% CAGR return. And this question has been asked by Priya and Jaishi. Krishna has asked this question that no, please review these three stocks in detail. So let us go in detail. And guys, if you have any question, put it in the comment box and I'll do answer here. Anything questions related to stock and sector. Talking about this capital goods stocks, guys. This stocks see overall, no, overall, if you see, this is a sector which is consistently growing over the years. But from last 1 year, these three companies, at least, BHEL was like, like you can say because of the PSU stock, it has run up a lot. But when we talk, ABB Siemens has given a great return, and there are logical reason behind that, and we'll talk about the business model, and we'll talk about why these companies are going up, and from here, based on the quarter result, whether this go will go up or not. ABB BHEL already came up with the result, but still Siemens is not out with the result, so we'll talk about the last quarter. But yes, let us understand and compare with each other because they are trading at a high valuation. And now these stocks, if I see here, these stocks are already fallen from their top. ABB fallen by almost 23%, had an excellent result. BHEL almost 30% and Siemens 15%. Okay, so they are quite fallen from the top, and let us understand now when we talk about their sales growth and profit growth over the years is very good. If you see, the ABB profit growth in last 3 years is almost 93% CAGR, BHEL 28% and Siemens 36%. Overall, ABB has outperformed, and there are multiple reasons. Their performances, their strategy, the way they're operating the business is much better compared to their competitors also. So you see, if you see the which are the main, you can say segment of ABB. We'll talk about all the three company segment. Why we need to know about the segment? Because if you know the segment and each segment, how much the profitability they are making, and if the output of the segment which is performing well will go up, of course it will give you a better return. So when we talk about ABB, it's almost four main segment. Electrification, where contribution is almost 40%, and no, your profitability margin is around 18.5%, one of the highest among the departments. Motion is 35.5%, and 16% is the you can say profitability margin. Industrial automation is almost 21%, 12.3% is the profit margin, and robotics is very less, 30.9%, but that is almost 12.7% profitability margin. Now out of that, electrification is the main segment, and of course that is giving a better margin, and that growth is quite good. But however, when we see the which segment out of this is running very fast is the robotics, almost 78% year on growth is there. However, electrification is around 18%, and industry automation is almost 42%. But because it's a decent return of 18-20% return of the main department also, that is what is actually pulling up the profitability. When we talk about Siemens, no, in that gas and power is 28%, whose margin is 12.6%. The biggest contributor for Siemens is smart infrastructure, which is almost 38% of their total sales, and that is almost 13% margin it is giving. Okay, rest are smaller. Okay, another digital industry is 13%. So overall it is 12.4% compared to no, ABB was around 14.2% margin. So if you see here, the biggest growth they are getting is in mobility, which is almost 40%. But yes, then also because little bit margin is on a lower side because of the gas and power, no, and they have a quite a less margin. And mobility, where there's quite a good run rate is there, also the margin is there. But yes, then also it is a healthy margin for Siemens. As I told, for them main is smart infrastructure, which you have to keep in mind. When we talk about BHEL, now BHEL 73% is the power segment, industry segment is almost 24 segment. And if you see the almost 12% margin they are getting from the power segment. However, when we talk about which is the highest segment which is going, is almost industry segment. Now, if you talk about BHEL, of course, they have a one type of sorry, monopoly. But the thing is, no, you just have to see that whether the valuation is warranted this type of price or not. That is what is the question remains for all the three, but of course for the bill. But why I given the complete structure of that, no sales and profitability, because at the end of the day, the in future whichever segment is going to grow will is going to push their profitability. Okay, so this is what is the, now when we talk about, no, what are the future prospects and which how the industry think about this. Well, here now you have to keep few things in mind, that you have to understand the order book. Okay, so when we talk about the order book, and for any company, no, order book plays a very big role. So if you talk about an order book of ABB is more than 9,000 crore rupees. Even for Siemens, also a very good healthy order book. However, when we talk about the bill, their order book is almost 135,000 crore rupees. And no, of course, it is highest. It's a public sector company. That's why their order book is so high. And every quarterly also they are telling that they are going to add around 25,000 crore rupees of order book. So overall, these three companies have a very healthy order book. The only thing is, are they able to fulfill this order book on right time, whether they have a capacity? Well, that is when they are struggling a lot. Of course, the margin pressure may come because of this, metal prices going up and all that, because they use all these metals only for prepare, making the final products and all that. But because they have one type of, expertise in this segment, and because the power segment, because I told you the power, the various segment I told you, in that power and industry segment is growing a lot, and that is what is helping all these three companies. They have that type of expertise to actually, fulfill the order on time, but still they are struggling in the capacity. If they are able to deliver on time, guys, nothing can stop this company. That's why this companies is able to give you healthy orders, sorry, healthy return over the time. And when we see about the various ratios and all that, no, it's quite great, it's quite great. When we see the चलो पहले एक बार बात कर लेते हैं how the companies has performed year on year and quarterly, all these three companies. As I told you, Siemens is still not out with the result, but if you see ABB and BHEL, no, year on year there is an increase in profitability. Okay, for almost 22% for ABB, for BHEL is 268%. But what is the only worrying sign for all these companies is that the quarter to quarter is showing negative. So ABB is almost minus, and BHEL is almost minus 150%. So overall, if you see now, the growth जो quarter to quarter होना चाहिए ना, वो कम है. Even for Siemens also same problem, and that is what the market is taking note of that. Because when you see all these three stocks, when we talk about the valuation perspective, no, all these companies are having a high P. Okay, ABB around 90, Siemens are around 100. However, BHEL is around 180. So 180 P ratio is too high, too high. आप बोलोगे नहीं नहीं, इसका रिजल्ट भी सही, बहुत ही जबरदस्त है. Whatever may be the result, I told you the quarterly result year on year is increased, but then also this is too high. Correct. And even if even we talk EV by EBITDA, now enterprise value divided by EBITDA. Now why we have to check this ratio? This is one of one very important ratio when we talk about the capital goods industry. Okay, more than P, this ratio need to be checked, and the higher the ratio, the expensive that company is. So when we talk about ABB is almost 60, BHEL is 54, and Siemens is 69. So so you can say such type of higher EV by EBITDA is that. The only big positive sign, if you ask me, for these companies is that, no, debt to equity is almost zero for ABB and Siemens, but BHEL is 0.4, which is okay, again. But the one worrying sign for BHEL is that it is having a negative cash flow from last 3 years. ABB and Siemens have a positive cash flow, तो वो एक अच्छा है, लेकिन ये BHEL का negative cash flow. But all depends on what type of orders they are able to secure in future, and how they are able to basically deal their orders. Correct. Because at the end of the day, all this valuation, whatever we say, like yesterday we spoken about which stock, we spoken about Trend. Yes, so Trend is having a very high valuation. Correct. But because it is able to Of course it's a different segment, but because it is able to perform so better, no, every time, that valuation somehow कभी ना कभी justify हो जाते हैं ना. Yeah, it has fallen, but this is what I wanted, that when these companies are having such a order book, okay, and of course the India in future is going to grow a lot, and these other companies, they have that type of specialization. Nothing can stop this company. The only thing matters here is how fast they are able to deliver the things, and again, are they able to protect their margins? Because when we talk about the margins, no, BHEL is struggling with the margins. However, ABB and Siemens are having a very very good margin. Okay, so that is what you have to keep in mind. So the question mainly means whether we should invest in this stock or not. Now, see guys, if I see the valuation, seeing the growth prospects, वैल्यूएशन इज ऑलरेडी ऑन द पीक. ओके, तो ऐसा नहीं कि ये सस्ते मिल रहे हैं. नाउ यू मे से दिस स्टॉक्स हैज फॉलन बाय ऑलमोस्ट 20 to 30% फ्रॉम द, दैट्स ओके, बट you have to see that quarterly result, are they justifying that type of valuation. एबीबी का बहुत ही बढ़िया रिजल्ट आया है, करेक्ट. तो आपको ये देखना है कि ये जस्टिफाई, अदरवाइज एट एवरी डिप दिस स्टॉक्स आर देयर, a good quality stocks available at a reasonable valuation, 100% you should get into it. Again, this is just my suggestion, not a recommendation. Do your own research before investing, guys. And why I'm giving you overview of all these stocks, not just because these are the stocks which many of you guys are handling. All the three, out of the, if you ask me which is the company which I'm not too much no bullish on, is the BHEL. Because I feel it's to having a 200 180p. At one time it was a 250p, now it has fallen by 30%. मुझे कुछ ज्यादा ही लग रहा है. And plus, because it is a public sector company, honestly I'm not too much bullish on this. So that is my point of view. You can take your view, of course, but other than ABB Siemens, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, again guys, I have not invested in these stocks. Many of my clients, if they've invested, then I don't know. But yeah, this is what my position is. Again guys, if you want to know anything about our stock recommendations, the link is given below, you can check. And plus guys, I want you guys to get enrolled to our Telegram channel, where we are giving lot of valuable inputs on stock market and everything. I'll give you the link below, you can click it, and also the workshop link, which will help you to understand the market much better. Okay, now let us take your questions, your queries, what you are writing every day. I'm getting lot of questions, so let me take some of the questions. So one of the question first is asked by Pranay Kumar, that can you please cover the defense stocks? No, as the valuation is high in the growth stories in the what to do. I think I all these defense stock now I covered last time. I think you can, Pranay, you can go check my video. एक वीक पहले मैंने वो रिलीज किया है. आप वो वीडियो देख के नो, यू कैन जस्ट कम टू नो कि क्या करना है उसमें. प्लीज गो थ्रू दैट वीडियो, इट इज वेरी वेरी इंसाइटफुल वीडियो. Debarsh, Debarsh Das is asking, I am holding trend 7400 call November expiry 50 lot 60 and current CMP is 21. Any chances of recovery? Honestly, देखो Debarsh, I am not too much नो वर्ड्स ऑफ एफएनओ में, इतना एफएनओ में करता नहीं हूँ. एंड आई सॉरी, आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट. If you ask me fundamental question, I'll able to answer much better way. Now if you ask me trend can it recover, yes, trend can recover, but little bit consolidation period will be there. But overall this stock is doing very well over the quarters. If they give a result, nothing wrong in buying trend at a lower levels. Of course, because of the valuation only it has gone up, and of course the no market is expecting too much for trend. तो थोड़ा भी ऊपर नीचे होता है ना, तो वो स्टॉक गिर जाता है. दैट इज द थिंग. Then Paulson Kuran is asking, is Suzlon good to buy? Well, Suzlon आप वेट कर लो एक आध quarter, what the result is, and then you can take a decision, Paul. Because of course ये जो US policy and all that, आज थोड़ा renewable stocks are coming up, but then also no, I think you should wait for one quarter, then you decide. Can you discuss on Tata Technology? It is good time to buy. Well, I am not a big fan of Tata Technology. They're focusing on few clients only. Same way Tata Alexi, same it's in the same bracket. Major 5-10 clients they are focusing, and that is where no I have a issue. So no, I'm not bullish on Tata Technology. Again, you can take your own decision. Just my point of view I am talking about. Sir, I have purchased NMDC share for few months back. Today they are announced bonus share. NMDC आप रखो यार, लेकिन it's a metal cycle at the end of the day. तो मेटल साइकिल की वजह से बढ़ेगा. अच्छा, your question is will I get the bonus share? Of course you are going to get it bonus share. The day they I have a order order date, okay, and record date, sorry, and another record date you have, then you will get bonus. तो आपको bonus share 100% मिलेगा. Then Deepu Kanta is asking, what about Tata Power, BEL, Varun Beverages, and Bikaji? I think all these stocks, Deepu Kanta, you can hold it currently. Okay, and out of this, no, Varun is good. Tata Power, BEL will take some time to recover. Bikaji is also okay. Yes, you can hold it for some time, and 1 or 2 quarters, then you can take a decision. But currently, it's a hold. आई होल्ड आरईसी, पीएफसी, एनटीपीसी, आईपीओ का होल्ड करना चाहिए. आरईसी, पीएफसी जैसे मैंने, आप कल मेरा वीडियो देख लीजिए, क्या नाम है, मनराज आर सेन. यू कैन चेक माय वीडियो of yesterday. You'll come to know what I think about all these power financing companies. Overall, the stocks are good. Only the renewable companies में जो अगर प्रॉब्लम आती है फ्यूचर में, देन these stocks may be in a problem because their valuation also gone up very well. So that is a caveat you have to understand. Go through the video, you'll come to know. Last question I'll take. Then Momraj Arsen, good analysis. Thank you very much. Then okay. Then Badresh Rathod is asking, no, he has bought trend at around 3500 level and still he's holding. Okay, no, I think you should hold it. I think nothing wrong in the stock. A minor correction hai. I think the journey will start now after some time, once the next few quarters also the results are good. ठीक है, सो गाइस यहाँ तक रखते हैं. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग गाइस, एंड पुट योर क्वेश्चंस हियर. And as I told you, do enroll to our Telegram channel. It will help you a lot in order to analyze, and I do put lot of analysis there. So see you soon next time.